She was one of the biggest mamas in this world. She was no longer doing anything. At least, she could only manage to walk. Today, she has incredibly lost 340 pounds and she's the happiest person now on this planet. She's keen on being a model and pursuing her passion in next year's beauty pageant. How did this woman lose such weight in a shortest period? What secret did she use? Meet this mama with an incredible body transformation. By when we visited her 2 years ago, she was lamenting. She was worried of the weight she had. She was in so much tears. She was worried because of obese that had forced her to stop working and her daily life was getting worse. To be honest, before I fell sick, I used to work for myself. I'm one of the hardworking women in this area. I was put down by this disease, where even the landlord was soon going to chase her out of the house. Too much weight and too much problems left this mother somewhat going crazy that her husband would not tolerate, but chose to abandon this mother, saying she's running wild. She was in so much trouble by then, and Afrimax lovers saw that she needed help, and they did not hesitate but lend a hand as quick as possible. They gathered funds so as to make a positive impact on this mama's life, and they asked us to accompany them. Then, these good Samaritans took this mama to a new home with some basic home materials, including seats, TV, etc. This group of people left the mother with food and money, but beyond this, they also paid the mother's rent for a whole year. As days passed, we could come back and check on this mama's life, where she could tell us that doctors are following up her life. She could tell that her life is changing since the day we visited. And she promised that if we return back, she would do some physical exercises with us. This time, she is happy to let us know that she is having an incredible weight loss of 340 pounds. When you first visited, one of the difficult problems I had was where to live. But God, who never fails, through Afrimax, those people surprised me with paying rent equivalent to 12 months. That is a whole year. These are things that one can't just understand. I would not picture this happening. I thank them so much from the deep of my heart. Though their rent is now over and now I'll be paying it myself. What they did was enough. What makes me happier is having people who help you in doing some sports and physical exercises. I was given a feeding lesson where a plate is supposed to be composed of 3 parts. One for the vegetables, the other for fruit, and then some proteins. I was then taught how to make some physical exercises, and this is how my day is always scheduled. After waking up early in the morning, I put on my sports wear, then stretch my body outside and make sure I sweat. From there, I have to go for a shower, then drink water, then take my medicine. I thank these people who helped me in making physical exercises. Though one can have what to eat, but if you keep eating then sleep, you might end up losing hope and only growing fat. But as long as one can stretch themselves like I showed you, I have some confidence within myself that my tomorrow will be better than today. And I'm getting all that because of Afrimax. Shout out to Afrimax. Though she is thankful to all what happened and happy for the weight loss, this mother is also worried, wondering who will pay her rent by now, as she is not working. This is how she says. I have spent 1 year and a half together with those who paid my rent. They paid and then ran out of budget. For God's sake, if there will be other people ready to pay my rent, this would keep my heart happy. Another wish that I always pray for, is to get an own house, even when it would just be one room. I don't know how wonderful that would be described. See how happy I've been with people paying my rent. Now, imagine if I had got my own house. We asked this mother the secret behind the unbelievable weight loss, and this was the answer. As I told you, I have hepatitis, asthma, diabetes, and doctors told me that if I keep worrying so much, next will be the heart attack. Whenever you are happy, sugar levels cannot increase. Same applies to all diseases I'm suffering from. I have to be calm to stay healthy. I had settled and cooled down, then did sports and physical exercises. The only barrier I faced was that some of my diseases are not treated. I have spent a lot of days without doctors checking up on hepatitis, just because I have no insurance, and paying is done 100%, so it's somewhat expensive. Since last Feb, I weighed 118 kilos. This is exactly 260 pounds. And you can remember the other time I had 300 kilos, which is equivalent to 600 pounds and more. You can see the reason I'm smiling. It's really something to celebrate for. I made a big improvement and I'm soon becoming a model. Since childhood, I always told my parents that I'll be a model, and they always believed in me. But the weight was too much. But now I'm glad I can even jump higher. I can now lift myself up. I'm so confident enough that next year I'm joining beauty pageant. Honestly, I'm very, very happy. I never knew things would turn out this quick. If you recall very well, when we met first, I had lost hope. All I could do was crying. Well, I can't go here and there, but when given a capital, I can establish a business that requires one to just sit in one place. I'm tired of always sitting here waiting for someone to help me. I need to work, and when given capital, the business would cover all the needs. It's been 6 years since I communicated with my husband. Ever since you visited, he has not even made a call. I don't know his whereabouts, and I don't want to know. What I only know is that my daughter misses him so much. Whenever she comes from school, she asks about the father. The father failed the family when everything was wrong, so I don't want to see him here again. After he left us here, God gave us people who have been more than friends, but a family. People who know how you are, what you need. They know I have nothing to eat, and they help me, and etc. Those people have been by my side, and I thank them so much. There is a child here whom we live together. She helps in almost all activities here at home. You see, I cannot do it all by myself. Yet I'm sick, so I need someone else here. Good news here is that there is someone who will always pay her a monthly salary on my behalf. That's a good example of people who cares. You can help this mother raise capital by clicking on the GoFundMe link below and make this mama's life better. A lot of times, we complicate life by resting change. However, change keeps us afloat, helps us grow, and ensures that we continue evolving and learning important lessons. No one said change feels comfortable, but if it did, would it really be worth it? If you haven't noticed, the best thing happens in life when we reach a crossroad, when life seems so dark and depressing that we can't imagine it getting any better. This exploration and desperation actually shows that you are the right path to take. Nothing good in life comes easily, but it wouldn't feel nearly as satisfying as it is if it just fell into your lap. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah. This is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.